Hop Mama, introducing our music and talking social media drama. First off, I'd like to say thank you to everyone that took the time to listen in yesterday to my first broadcast brought to you by my son, NELSE. I got a lot of good feedback. I would like you to continue to give me some feedback. Let me know what topics you'd like for me to cover. Like I said, this is really just some out the blue stuff that we're doing. But, I love doing it already. So today I really wanted to kind of continue what we were started talking about yesterday, and that has to do with politics. I will also be introducing a song by my son, NELSE, featuring my daughter, Money Mel. It's called Win, so you want to stay tuned for the end of the broadcast so you can take a listen to that song. But back to business. I want to continue talking about politics. And my sister and I, Cheryl, who you'll be meeting shortly here, she and I have conversations all the time about what we feel is missing when listening to the candidates for 2020. And so she's going to be coming on the program. You'll hear from her from time to time. She's going to be joining us, and she's going to give us her point of view. And she has a very great point of view for what people that really listen and really take their voting seriously want to hear. There's a lot of things that don't get mentioned when you're watching MSNBC, CNN, Fox, should I say, you consider Fox a news channel. However, there's a lot of things that don't get mentioned, a lot of things that we feel don't really pertain to us. And we just want to talk a little bit about poverty. So I'm actually just going to hand the keys over to my sister Cheryl and let her take it away. I may ask her a couple of questions, but we'll be really brief. We don't want to keep you too long. We just want to give our views, and hopefully you can share yours. That way we can respond to your views. So just like I said, leave a comment, a like, a dislike, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. We want to hear from you. And here's my sister Cheryl.
Hey Teresa, how's it going?
It's going great. I'm so glad you're a part of the show. I just want you to go ahead and tell them about yourself and your viewpoints, because I value them, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that want to hear what you have to say.
Okay, I'm going to do that, but real quick, I have to say I'm too tickled. You're what's up, and I just had to get that out the way.
Oh, thank you.
So, my viewpoints on what politicians today are not saying, and it's something that I think there is a problem. This is one of the reasons why, the people in the African American community, people that are supposedly they consider, I think, lower class, which we are not, but anybody who is not making a certain amount of money, does not have a certain job, isn't an entrepreneur, they're not hearing these people because of their language that they're using, or should I say not using. Donald Trump, as ignorant as he is, he goes there, and because he goes there and he is a little grimy, a little raunchy, and just uses some plain language, which is, of course, incorrect most of the time, they hear that and they listen to it because, like they say, it resonates with regular people, everyday people. Everyone's not, being politically correct and grammatically correct all the time. And so, for me, I think for some of these Democrats that rely on the black vote, they need to, I often wonder why they're called the elite, the elite, the elite. There's nothing wrong with being professional. We should all know that there's a time and a place for everything, and how you speak can make or break you. However, I'm hearing things like middle class, $50,000 a year annual income. Now, when I look around my neighbors and a lot of the people that I know, they're not making $50,000 a year. So while $50,000 a year is a starting point for middle class, where does that leave the rest of us? That means that when, we're fighting for the middle class, the working people, The people that are making $20,000 a year are working people. They're working for the pennies that they can get, for the amount of hours that they can get, scraping and scrounging, still getting 22 to 25% of their money taken in tax money, taken out, and have to try to survive. Now, Republicans don't want to raise minimum wage, okay? But they want us all to own our own business. First of all, if everyone's an entrepreneur, which is a business owner, who's going to do the labor? Somebody has to work. Somebody has to work the business, be the cashier, be the accountant to take care of that money. You know, somebody has to work in a grocery store in order for us to get our groceries. Somebody has to, like they say, flip that burger in order for us to have the convenience of fast food, or you ordering out for your dinners and diners, and for him when he invites an athletic team to the White House and feeds them fast food. Somebody has to be there to make that. But you don't want to pay them a wage that they can live off of. I can't live off of $7.25, working 35 hours with 4 kids by myself and pay rent, gas, electric, water. What part of that makes sense? But we should all be doing better, though, because we're leeches and we're laying around and we're just, doing whatever with our broken homes. Most people that need assistance, be it financial, housing, or food stamp assistance, are people that are working, the elderly, and the disabled. And let this not be a racist comment. White people are in the highest percentage of that. They are on more assistance. Don't let them fool you. Oh, black people. No, it's not enough of us here. We're outnumbered, which means the poverty is outnumbered. They're doing just as bad as we are, and more of them. We hear the politicians, Democrats, kitchen table issues. We're talking about kitchen table issues. What I hear when I go around, let me tell you something. Half of these people that are working for $7.25 don't have a kitchen table. These are coffee table issues. We're sitting on floors around here.
Absolutely.
Let's get real, let's get grimy, let's get down to it. People don't have beds for their children to sleep on. It's not because they're lazy. It's because they're not making the money. There are people that I've been knowing for years that, you can't vouch for many people. People that I could vouch for to give them a job if I could. Because I know they work their asses off and will be there every day on time and be the last one gone. But you know what? They can't get that job. So they still have to scrounge around and make $7.25, get whatever hours they can get, go to the food bank, go to whomever's having a thrift store or whoever's giving away some clothing. Yes, go to the store with their EBT card to get some food for their kids and then start the day all over. One more thing that's killing me about the food stamps. You want to cut food stamps. Whoever's working right now, you're working, I don't care if you make $10, $7, $15, your money is being taken out that provides for those programs. Okay, so if I'm working right now and I still need a little $100 in stamps, you want to take the $100 in food stamps from me that I am freaking paying for. I'm paying in real time for the benefit that I need. I'm paying for my help in real time. And you don't even want to give me that. That has to be taken too.
Absolutely.
Because it's keep the poor poor and the rich rich.
Absolutely.
The percentages don't make sense. On a $300 check, you still got to pay 22% in taxes. But the bigger companies, they get a pass. That tax break right now, that tax break is making all of our people owe money to the IRS. How you owe money to somebody and you didn't hardly get any?
Absolutely.
Y'all went there, I said it like that. How you owe somebody some money and you ain't get none? What are you supposed to pay somebody out of a $15,000 a year salary? Please tell me.
And to take it a step further, if you're on Social Security, what are you getting? Maybe 750, 770 a month average. That's $9,000 a year. Wait, they want to do cutbacks in that. Who
You
can
can't
live
even
off
pay
of
your
that?
rent with that.
Who can live off of that?
That's not even enough for rent. You know, they want to raise the, oh yeah, cost of living increase. Ha ha. Cost of living increase. They give you a little cost of living increase, right? So, say they give you cost of living increase and they manage to give you like $7 to $10. Just know your food stamp is going down 5 to 10. Do you see what I'm saying? There's no leg up. And so when these people are talking about, oh, the working people at middle class, majority of us are not even anywhere near middle class. We're not even halfway there. And so what I want somebody to do is be able to bring it down a notch. You might have to come out of your professionalism just a tad. And I want you to say, let's talk about coffee table issues. We need to hashtag that, coffee table issues. Because guess what? Can't afford to buy furniture. Got to see if there's a thrift store or somewhere that can give us something. And you know what? And it's not everybody, and it's nothing to be embarrassed about, because it's not that you don't work hard. It's not that we don't work hard or we don't want to do and we don't want better. But the system does have a way of doing things. And I don't use it as an excuse. You know, we all have to get up and try to do what we can do, because life in itself is a hustle. However, we are also always being hustled. We're being hustled, in case that D wasn't heard. You know, so I want them to say, you know what about the person working for $7.25 that is faithful to that company, that's been there for years, that still hasn't gotten a raise, still hasn't gotten a promotion, but is faithful to this institution? You know, people need to talk about that, because as much as they're saying that, oh, the middle class, they're getting hit, no, below middle class is getting hit.
And that's why you're talking right now, because there is a lack of interest or any accommodation for people that are struggling, that are really struggling. Not struggling but have two car homes. Not struggling but has two college kid bills. People can't even afford to get to that. So that's exactly why I wanted you to come and speak on these issues. And I'm wanting people, politicians, to hear these issues. And just doing something like this, you know, hopefully it can reach people, teach people. We're just giving our opinions, our views. I think that, like I said, when I said my sister has a great viewpoint, you can hear that she speaks of what she believes. She believes of what she speaks, and it comes across so firmly. And I didn't mean to interject. Go ahead and if you have anything more you want to add to what you're saying.
You know, for now, I think it's just something for us to think about, you know, something I've been thinking about recently myself, and I'm actually going to let that soak in, because I've been running it. Time is going so fast, but I shall return. And just thank you for doing this. I think it's great. Like I said, can't wait for it to blow up. Love you, sis.
Love you too, sis. What a blessing to have you. Thank you so much. Hey, and you know, it is such a pleasure to know great people. My sister's great, isn't she? Wonderful. Guess what? Her son is also great. His name is Noah Blackshear, and what we're going to do is every broadcast, we're going to give you some information on maybe a historical figure that you never knew. Could be black, Hispanic, anyone, any color. We're just going to let you know about it. And here's my nephew, Noah Blackshear.
Hi, Auntie.
Hey, how you doing, honey?
Good. It's a pleasure being on here. Yeah, it's very exciting for me. Today we're going to talk about Teenie Harris. He was born in 1908 and was an African-American photographer from 1935 to 1975. He has archived over 70,000 images and is one of the most detailed and intimate records of the Black urban experience known today. Teenie Harris died in 1998. His pictures were more than just a picture. They showed that there's different meanings behind what was happening. Whether it was behind the camera, in the camera, you just never know what was happening. And that's what's great about his pictures.
Thank you for your work, and I look forward to having you back next time.
Thank you, Auntie, for having me.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, he's just the greatest. He is 12 years old. He's an honors student. He's athletic. He plays all sports. Also, he's talented too. He sings, dances, raps, acts. He can do it all. You'll be hearing a lot of his music as well. But right now, I'm going to go ahead. I said that by the end of the show, you will be hearing an original production by NELSE. The song is called When. It's featuring my daughter, Money Mel. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed the show. I look forward to hearing from you, all your feedback. I hope we gave you enough nourishment for today. And I hope, like I said, please leave a comment, like, dislike, subscribe, share, do whatever you want to do. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll be back again soon. Thank you for your time.
DJ knows D, the man. Let's go.
This DJ is breaking all the knobs off.
Bottom